Howdy YouTube, this is Country Roots. I'm starting a new channel, YouTube channel, to show you guys all the crazy things I've got going on. Today's crazy activity, I'm going to show you my chicken tractor. I just got home from my 40-hour-a-week job, for which I'm very grateful, but now the real work begins. So give me a second here, put on my work boots. That way I don't track any chicken poo in the house. Wife doesn't like that so much. And I'll see if I can teach you guys something. Hopefully you guys learn a few things. And if you guys have any advice, comments, tips, feel free to share them with me in the notes. So let's go. Okay YouTube, this is it. This is the chicken tractor. This is the SS Poultry. There we go. And the sheep. So let me tell you a little bit more about this thing. I'll give you a few more details and we'll go from there. Afternoon chores when I get home from work. Fill up the feed trough, fill up the water. I actually already filled it up. This is where I put the feed, dump it in there. This keeps the raccoons, the birds, the poop out. I use it to fill up the water from the watering fountain. Or I use it to fill up the buckets in the chicken tractor so the birds have water to drink. Let me show you that in a second here. Okay, as you can see here, oh I hope you can see it anyway. That needs about probably another 1.5 gallons of water. I've already put some more over here. It needs a little bit, maybe another gallon of water. So, let me show you what I do. So again, apple cider vinegar. Got some of that electrolyte in here. Pop it off, pour it in. Here we are. I just put these things out on, these are Red Rangers. Got these from Meyer Hatchery. I have inside this chicken tractor here. They seem to like it, but I think they're waiting for me to let them out. So let's open the door. Hang on a second here. All right, you guys, come on out. There they go. Wow. I'm gonna have to get this feeder out of here so they don't hang out in there all day. Those are chicken nipple waters on a 2-inch PVC pipe. Ow. Line comes up to this bucket. Looks pretty empty. This one, I just cleaned this one out yesterday. It's down here, that's why it's upside down. They're probably a little confused about that. But yeah, step back. Take another look in there. I don't know if you can see it, but there's lots of fertilizer on the ground over there. That's a good thing, at least it'll be a good thing in about 2 or 3 weeks if we get the rain. Here's where we were yesterday. There we are today. I'm going to move it to the next spot over there. After I get up to the electric fence, I'm not sure what I'm going to do next. I might just start going all the way around the perimeter, or I might just turn around and come back and, you know, zigzag through the paddock. Right now I've got it cordoned off, split in half, so the 3 lambs we got 3 catted lambs over there, so that they can stay on one side so they don't bother the chickens. When we first put them out here, it seems like the lambs were kind of pushing the chickens around. So as you can see, they're not too excited about sharing with the chickens. Those wheels on the side, they were to flip down and lift up the back of it. Those wheels are from Harbor Freight. They have not done me too well, so I've given up on that idea. Basic instructions: a 10x12 frame. You got a lag bolt holding it together. Those little eyelets are so I can bolt this thing down. Also serves as a good place to put my bungee to hold the tarp on. It's basically 3 cattle panels going over the top of the frame. I got hardware cloth all along the bottoms, keeps the raccoons out. I don't always put it inside the electric fencing. Above that I have the chicken wire. My neighbor gave me his old patio door, which I was able to cut down to fits very nicely right inside this door frame here. That works. I was able to carve out a little notch in the wood right there to catch on. This is my backup. I have some children that like to open doors and not close them, so they're not tall enough to reach that yet. In the back, I've got a tarp. I found some scrap metal on the way home from work one day. I glued it on 2 piano hinges, so when it starts getting rainy and nasty, I can push it up like this. Got a little D-hook in there. I run that board through. It goes through that little hole in the thing right there. That's how I seal it up at night. Keep the rain if inclement weather is coming. I stake it down with threaded rod. I put 2 little nuts on the end. That gives me a way to give me more something to hammer on. Give me something to grip, pull them out. Stick that back in there. I always keep a hammer with the chicken tractor. That way I can pound in those stakes to secure this thing through the eyelets. When nasty weather comes, thunderstorms, high winds, we get a lot of those around here. I've got 2 boards in there that they can roost on, although I guess that's probably not necessary. It seems to be more of a place to collect fertilizer. I've got this feeder here. There we go. That was about $60. I'm not sure if it was worth it. I've got it hanging on 2 strings of bungee cord that go up to the roof. I don't know if you can see it. Hopefully you can. I got 2 carabiners hung over with the cattle panels. Got them hanging on the bungee cords. Paracord. I got 2 bowline knots on there, so I can slip it and raise and lower the feeder. But now that my birds are out on pasture, I'll get it out of there and set it out here so they don't hang out inside the chicken tractor all day. One of the things I'd like to do is get the feeder away from the chicken tractor. There's enough manure concentrated in one place that I think moving it out helps them. A little motivation to get out of the chicken tractor, move around, maybe eat some more clover, eat less feed, and it seems to work out well. So here's another little thing I started doing this year. On my chicken tractor here, I have that little feeder. In that feeder, well, you can see right now that it's empty. What I've been doing is I will take this little old 2-liter bottle that I fill with oyster shells, fill it up right here. There's oyster shells. There we go, I'm sorry. That is a source of calcium for the chickens. They can come get it right out of there. I have been having to fill this thing up just about twice a week now, which is pretty impressive. I never expected they would need that much extra calcium in their diet, but apparently they appreciate it. So, just one more thing to consider. Another thing I can point out about the chicken tractor here is this tarp. I can roll it back, provide a little bit more ventilation if needed, or pull it forward. Again, I can loop bungee cords around the eyelets down at the bottom corners if the storm is kicking up. Another thing I'd like to have, you can see here, is grit. I got that from up by the road. I'm sure there's probably a better source for it right now, but that's what I got, so that's what I'm using. I hope that helps them digest their food, grind up the grain inside the gizzard, and yeah.